I call the honourable member for Corangamite.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. I rise to speak about the dreaded scourge that is ice. Geelong is set to take up the ice fight on the national stage with the Geelong Region Ice Summit to be held at GPAC, the Geelong Performing Arts Centre, this Friday. Madam Speaker, I'm very proud to be convening this summit in conjunction with the Geelong Advertiser and radio stations Bay FM and K-Rock, and I'm very pleased that the Assistant Health Minister, Fiona Nash, will speak at the summit, along with a number of local experts, including Superintendent Daryl Clifton, who's been a very important part of our fight against this dreaded drug locally. Madam Speaker, the summit is being held in partnership with the National Ice Taskforce, and very importantly, all community feedback from the Geelong Region Ice Summit, which incorporates all people wanting to come to the summit from right across Corangamite, will be provided to the National Ice Taskforce in the lead-up to the Taskforce's interim report to the Council of Australian Governments in mid-2015. So this summit is a very important opportunity for our community to have its say, and not only to have its say, but to provide feedback directly to the taskforce. Madam Speaker, that said, I want to particularly commend the incredible work that has been done in my community by so many groups, local sporting organisations, community groups, to combat this dreaded drug. And one particular organisation is the Greater Geelong Community Collective Effort on Substance Abuse, which has run the Our Town Ice Fight and done an amazing job, because their very strong understanding is that unless everyone comes together with one message, bringing together education, awareness, prevention, rehabilitation, we are not going to be able to defeat this drug. So I particularly want to mention Daryl Clifton, who I just, of course, referenced before, Chris Faulkner from the Department of Human Services, Barwon Area West Division, Paul Kelly, the Director of Paul Kelly Creative, representing the Committee for Geelong, and Kate Bibby, who's the Director of Barwon Health Communications and Marketing. Through the Greater Geelong Community Collective Effort on Substance Abuse, they've played a very important role. Madam Speaker, the Commonwealth Government is working with states and territories to develop a national ice action strategy to tackle this dreaded drug. The National Ice Taskforce and its Secretariat will work closely with government agencies, expert groups and the community to examine existing efforts to address ice and to identify opportunities to improve education, health, law enforcement and other policies to combat the impact of ice in the community. So, Madam Speaker, tackling ice, which is harming so many communities, is a top priority for this government, I'm very proud to say. Madam Speaker, I want to pay particular reference to the Geelong Advertiser's recent ICE series, which has played an important role in elevating our regional challenges onto the national stage. Reporter Mandy Squires has done a superb job, and she's passed on a letter she received from one mother who will be attending the summit. I won't, of course, reveal her name. She wants to stay anonymous. But she writes in part, "The fact is, my daughter would be alive today if there were compulsory detox. As I have already stated, the rehabilitation facilities in Geelong are a joke." She talks about the fact that do politicians, health workers want these families to live in a permanent hell, visiting a headstone in a cemetery every day instead of a hug. This is a mother traumatised by the death of her daughter. Madam Speaker, I have supported many in the community who are looking for more funding for long-term drug rehabilitation beds. There's some extraordinary organisations doing some wonderful work in this area. I've spoken to the Assistant Health Minister about it, and I've very much placed it on her agenda. I do want to reference the Salvos and many other great organisations, including also Foundation 61, which have done a great job in providing rehabilitation. Madam Speaker, I'm very proud of the work our government is doing. I would urge all in the Corangamite community to attend the summit this coming Friday and to contact my office if they wish to do so. Thank you very much.